Namaste children, this is Jyoti Devgan from the Social Science Department and I am going to start a new chapter of Geography, Environment. Now before starting the chapter, I would like to narrate the story which is there in your book. After the long vacation, when Ravi started going to school again, he noticed that the only playground next to his school was dug. People said that a huge building with many flats will be constructed there. Ravi was almost in tears when he realized that the big playground with its soft grass, marigolds and butterflies are gone forever. He shared his feelings with his classmates. In the assembly, the principal too sadly said, "See how our environment is changing." In the class, Ravi asked his teacher, "What is environment, teacher?" The teacher replied, "Whatever you see in the surroundings is environment." Ravi thought aloud. That means the school building, the tables, the chairs in the classroom and even the open field, the road, the garbage, my friends, are they all a part of my environment? Yes, said the teacher. But wait, some objects are created by nature. For example, the mountains, rivers, trees, animals. Others are made by people, man-made. For example, the cars, buildings, clothes, books and roads. The teacher said, "Now work in pairs and make a list with your classmates sitting next to you of the creations of nature and by human beings." Now by this we come to know that definitely environment is of two types, natural and man-made. Now before going further with the chapter, I would like to tell you that the word environment is derived from the word environner. That is a French word that means neighborhood. So whatever is prevalent here and there. And if we read the definition, it says our basic life support system. It provides the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, and the land where we live in. But humans modify the natural environment. We keep talking about pollution. What is that? It is spoiling the natural environment because of the factories, the car fumes and spoiling the water, the natural water. Now when we talk about natural environment, we immediately think of biotic and abiotic. They are two in nature. Biotic meaning the world of living organisms, for example, plants and animals, and abiotic meaning the world of non-living elements, that is, for example, land. Now talking about the components of environment, let's talk about the natural, human-made and humans. Now, the natural environment meaning the living things, land, air, water. And human-made are buildings, parks, bridges, roads, monuments and industries. Now humans meaning individual, family, community, religion, educational institutions, economic places and the political situation. Now children, talking about the natural environment, land, water, air, plants and animals comprise of the natural environment. You are familiar with the 4 domains on the surface of the earth: the lithosphere, the biosphere, the hydrosphere and the atmosphere. Now, talking about lithosphere, it is the solid crust which is present on the surface of the earth. The hard top layer, you may also call it. Now, what does it comprise of? It has rocks and minerals. Even the mountains, plains, plateaus, valleys all come under lithosphere. Now we have forests, grasslands and agricultural land. Now we all know that mountains are a source of mineral wealth. The domain of water, that is referred to as hydrosphere, it comprises of various sources of water and different types of water bodies, like you've been studying in the junior classes as well: rivers, lakes, seas, oceans, etc. It is very essential for all human beings. The atmosphere is the thin layer of air, or you may say the blanket of air which surrounds the earth. The gravitational force of the earth, it holds the atmosphere around it. It protects us from the harmful rays and the scorching heat, that heat of the sun. Now, atmosphere consists of number of gases, dust and water vapor as well. The changes in the atmosphere produce the changes in weather and climate. Now, the next domain, that is biosphere. What is biosphere? The narrow zone of the earth where land, water and air, they interact with each other to support life. Now, when we talk about the life support system, we think of an ecosystem. What is an ecosystem? It is a system formed by the interaction of all living organisms with each other and the physical and the chemical factors of the environment in which they live in, all linked by transfer of energy and material. All plants and animals, or rather human beings too, they depend upon each other for immediate surroundings. Often they are interdependent on each other. This relationship between the living organisms as well as the relation between the organisms and their surroundings, it forms the ecosystem. The give and take, you may say, the barter system. Something you give and something you take. There could be an ecosystem of large rainforest, grassland, desert, mountains, lakes, rivers, oceans, and even a small pond. Human environment is the next topic we are going to study about. Now, human beings, that is we people, is an integral part of the environment. We interact with the environment and we keep changing according to our needs. Early humans, they adapted themselves to the natural surroundings. They led a simple life and fulfilled their requirement from nature. Whatever they got from nature, they used to wear, they used to eat. but by and by, as the stages of human being went on towards modernization, we started polluting the environment. Humans also, they learned the new ways to use and change the environment. The wheel was invented long time back, and surplus, a lot of food was produced. Then we had barter system. Then trade and commerce, it started. Then industrial revolution took place. Transportation. Now from the wheel, we learnt even transport system. So in other words, we can say that a perfect balance is necessary between the natural and human environment. Humans must learn to live and use their environment in a harmonious way. Now, my dear children, at the end of this chapter, I would like to say that keep checking your people around. If they spoil the environment, do check them. Yes, if they do it for their need, that is but natural. But we should take care of environment, because after all, it is sustainable development which is most important. Meaning, we have to keep whatever we've got for our future generations as well. Thank you so much.